It's totally a game changer. I mean, it's the beginning of a revolution in aviation. Our first planes will be 19-seaters with a 300-mile range, so we'll use them on regional routes around the UK. Our second planes, a year and a half later, will have 70 seats and a range of 500 miles, and we'll be able to go to Europe.
And at that point, at 70 seats, that's not the size of these big aircraft that go around the world. So how soon before you could change the entire industry?
Yeah, it's a good question. Long haul flight is the biggest challenge. I don't think it's suitable for electric motors as we know them today, and the batteries that we have today, and that kind of stuff. But what it is suitable for is something called e-fuels. We can synthesize fossil fuel equivalents like kerosene. We can synthesize those by drawing carbon from the atmosphere and then creating that kind of fuel. That's been possible to do since the Second World War, actually, when obviously we were blockaded by Germany and didn't have oil. It's an expensive process. The fuel is expensive, but long haul flights actually are too cheap at the moment. It will be possibly the only way that we can continue to fly long haul zero carbon.
Aviation only contributes 3% of CO2 emissions, which may be less than some people think. Does that mean we shouldn't do this because there are other bigger prizes to fight, or is this an important thing to do? Because you're not even talking about all aviation, you're talking about short haul aviation, not long haul. Long haul presumably has more of a carbon impact, which this won't solve. So it's a small percentage of a percentage.
Yeah, that's fair. The 3%, though, is trebled by the height at which the emissions are released. So it's closer to 10%, and it's growing fast. And that's the problem with aviation. Out of everything else, it's the one that's growing fast. It's also the last piece of the puzzle that we can't solve. We have the technology for everything else. If you look in the transport sector, electric cars are taking over the road. Buses are here. Trucks are coming out of R&D. Battery trains are here as well, and it's only flying that we haven't yet solved. So it's important that we do that so that we can get to proper net zero and without having to give things up.